Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Koh. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi, Erica.
Is my line breaking or only your side, my side or your side?
No, it's okay. I'm not sure. I think my side is okay, right?
It's okay, right? Okay, everyone can hear me, right?
Yep.
Great.
Loud and clear.
Good to know that. So is there anyone coming in soon?
I think we can proceed already, huh? So we don't wait for another part. I think let's start on time, punctuality. Okay.
So we just proceed, yeah. So Mr. Koh, are you going to introduce me or I just can start directly?
You just introduce yourself. Let's be less formal. Okay.
Okay, great to know that.
I hope that is a bit less formal a bit lah. I think everyone is so busy, tied up all these things. Okay, relax a bit. We can chill out with coffee. Nothing to worry. Okay. She is a very lovely lady. Girls from ACCA for all the years she have been helping me. Things like that. Okay. Yeah.
So thanks, Mr. Koh.
Let's be a bit informal. Okay, casual a bit. Okay.
Yeah, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here and meet all of you in KTP virtually. I know that your office is based in Johor, but I'm currently based in KL. So if let's say one day you are so free, want to come KL and visit, at the same time you can just call me up and then we can just have a yum cha session and talk about life, how to tackle Mr. Koh when you're working with him, right? So this is just a kidding. So I'm Erica Kok, manager from ACCA Employers Relations team, based in Malaysia, but currently we are under Maritime Southeast Asia team. So Malaysia is one of it. And today my line manager, Michelle, is also in this call. Not sure whether she's dialed in or not, but she will be joining me as well. So on behalf of ACCA, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Mr. Koh and the team, because I know that most of you all are also ACCA members. Same goes to Mr. Koh, is our ACCA member, on arranging this info session. And thanks everyone down in to join this session. So I hope that it will benefit you all and also bring some benefit back to those who are keen to take ACCA or currently are ACCA students, affiliate or members, or your family members who are keen to take up. Then at least you can know overview how does it work and how ACCA, this professional qualification, going to benefit you. And also one of the key thing is that we will be covered today is KTP is our ACCA approved employer. How this status that can make your working experience with that with KTP is will be easier, and also working with KTP, what are the benefits in order for you if let's say you are currently ACCA students, affiliate or athletes and member, what are the benefits you can get from KTP and how this will help you in achieving ACCA membership. So apart from that, I will cover on our qualification in general, and also ethics modules is an online module that is also will benefit our members, that I will share what are the good things that are available. And also for the practical experience requirement that currently KTP is our ACCA approved employer, how you want to claim for your practical experience requirement in terms of your working experience and also your performance objective, what are the things that you need to fill up when you do the online submission, and also fill up the form that you want to get Mr. Koh to sign off in order for you to apply for a membership. So last one, I will cover on the ACCA member. When you become an ACCA member, what are the requirements that you need to fulfill? Because I'm sure that some of you all might be a MIA member and you need to fulfill your CPE hours. But for ACCA member, you would need to fulfill the CPE requirement, which is CPD hours. So this is, I'm sure that you all have heard a lot from your senior. So this is the thing that you all need to take note on, where ACCA approved employer, right? In Malaysia, we have more than 230 organization as ACCA approved employer, including SMPs, public practice, corporate, GLC, or MNC companies. All these are also our ACCA approved employers. It's just that currently we're able to get more than 230 approved employer journals already, because some of them have global coverage, so we didn't include much here. So definitely KTP is one of it, and you all should be proud of yourself because currently you are working in this company, which is our ACCA recognized as an ACCA approved employer. So for KTP and company.
Can I stop for a while, Erica?
Yes.
Can I?
Yep.
Why not we do a survey?
Can
we put a poll session up? Who is a ACCA member right now?
Yeah, it would be good for us to know how many students, how many members.
Please,
Yeah.
if you are ACCA members, please put 1, okay, in your chat sessions. If you're ACCA student, please put 2, okay? Number 2, okay? Students, okay? Student meaning either you have passed the exam or you're currently taking the ACCA exam. Or 3, you're thinking to go for ACCA in coming months or coming years, okay? So so roughly we know, okay? So we know the idea, what's the portfolio we're talking about, okay? So 4th is a non-ACCA member. Most of them are graduate, local U, thing like that, okay?
So it would be good for us to know. Wow, a lot of 1 and 2.
Yep, I think so. Please participate the poll or anything like that, okay? Because at least Erica will know the background of our
At least I can meet you all virtually and know your background virtually as well, so that I'm not alone talking here with Mr. Koh.
so I need to put down 1, right? Myself, I need to put down 1, right?
Thanks for supporting. So I can see that there is 1, 2, 3. Good to know that. How about any other professional body, MIA,
So
CPA?
let's say there's
Don't be shy, you know, you can let me know.
body, we put it 4 or plus local U, okay? Please. So at least we know the background of our people down here, okay? Put 4. George is 4. Kelvin is 4. I presume Kelvin is local U. Meiji is 4.
Wow, good to know that a lot of 1, 2, 3. I mean that they are our existing ACCA students and members and prospects.
So sorry to interrupt. I don't mean to be rude, okay? So let's be, as I said, let's be a bit formal. I think everyone down here work hectic up to here already, okay?
Yeah, later I will cover something that is relevant to the mental well-being part, because I'm sure that you all have gone through a lot with Mr. Koh for the mental and also your physical well-being. But ACCA also prepared something that is free available for you all to browse through. So later I will share on that as well. So because I know that it's a big period now.
Good. At least we know some of the background already, okay? So we have 3 members, 3 or 4 members, ACCA members. We have a couple of 2s, things like that. We also have some 3s, okay? Again, the rest is 4s, Akan Batam, maybe a local U, maybe other professional bodies, things like that, okay?
Okay, great. No, it's good to know that. So for those who are students and voted for 1 and 2 and 3, then you need to focus on this part as well, because for the approved employer ID will be some different. For KTP and Group Plt will be fall under this employer ID that have covers for the 2 status, which is platinum development platinum status. Another one will be for the professional development status. So for the trainee development platinum status is cover for the athletes and students who are currently gaining their experience working in KTP. And for the members, that you can declare your CBDs under the professional development stream that under the approved employer group there. So for KTP tax consultants as in general, this company just cover for the training development stream only. So for those who are currently working, when you want to declare and work your working experience under KTP, please fill up the information accordingly, and also the employer ID. If let's say you are currently working in tax company, tax consultants, then you have to put in this employer ID when you want to submit your PR form. So basically for the members, as I mentioned, CBD will be covered. And then for the trainees will be for under students and affiliate is the PR and the FPR. FPR is only applicable for those who are taking foundation level under ACCA. Then you can gain your 3 performance objective exempted, and also 1 year working experience with KTP for under FPR. But for the rest, for students and also affiliate, which is for under the PR, you need to fulfill 3 years working experience and also 9 performance objective exempted. You can get the exemption from Mr. Koh directly because you are currently working with KTP with the approved employer status. So what you need to do later, I will cover what are how you claim for your working experience same goes to your performance objective, because it's quite simple. I can say that it's simplified process, and also for you all, make sure that you have 1-to-1 session every year, at least 1 with your line manager or Mr. Koh directly, talk about how to submit your working experience and also your performance objective to ACCA. Okay.
Erica, sorry, you talk a bit fast because I'm an old man. I've got hearing problem. So can you slow a bit because I really got hearing problem. I tried to find a English subtitle in the bottom.
No worries, I can talk slower. So
You
apologize on this.
please, okay.
Yeah, you're not the
For
first
us
one
to
who say
digest,
that I talk
because
so
I'm
fast
really an old
already.
man already. I got here. Today I don't wear hearing aid. Okay.
Can. So for the single office currently is covered for Johor lah. So mainly these two companies are covered. So anyone you all have any issue, no worries. If let's say you forget this number, this ID number for these two companies, you can still always go to ACCA website. We have a ACCA Approved Employer directory where, for example, you can check one of the company here. So same goes to KTP, you can check accordingly, okay? So currently, you all, I know that those who voted 1, 2, 3, first thing you should be proud of yourself because we now have over 227,000 of members. Definitely, Mr. Koh is one of them, and also 544,000 of future members, which is students and athletes across the world. So you yourself also in this number contribute to ACCA. So you should be proud of yourself because you are contributing as a member, as a student and athlete, that you are helping to shape the future in accountancy. And ACCA is a very large and diverse professional qualification body. So we have currently we have more than 227,000 members, right? Imagine. So it's available in 179 countries. So Malaysia is one of it. And in the future, maybe who knows that KTP will expand and have more location available, and you should be proud of. Mr. Koh say no. So currently 2 is enough. 2 is better than 1. So 2 is currently enough for him. So who knows, right? Maybe one of the day you all in the future might become a partner and join Mr. Koh. That is possible because I know that Mr. Koh always giving opportunity for the staff to grow and learn together. So maybe one day you will be partner of the firm, right? Even though it's not planning to have more, but in Malaysia currently Johor is good enough because Mr. Koh already famous in Johor. So having this global presence for ACCA actually allow us to drive change in accountancy sector. Same goes to, like, for example, what Mr. Koh currently is doing, and whatever you are doing, providing the services to the clients, and also working and advising certain, like for example, sometimes Mr. Koh work with ACCA and we have this info session, and also he spoke for a few of the session, like for example in MIA. All these are actually helping to shape the accountancy sector. So in the future, if let's say you as a member or student or affiliate, you would like to share about this, there is an opportunity available for you all. So you should be proud of yourself holding an ACCA membership, and you will help us to shape the future, okay? So being an ACCA member actually open doors with the employers. Why I say so? Because if let's say you are holding a professional qualification as a student or affiliate, for you to get a job, actually most of the employers, they prefer those who have professional qualification. So this is one of the things that the employers always see. Of course, degree holders is always ready there. So it's just that they make some difference. There is a professional qualification plus degree, and some there's just degree students. As long as you meet the criteria, it's fine because employers always need you all to help. Okay, so always think about your future. What are the things that you plan to pursue and plan to do? Because if let's say currently you think that that is enough already, maybe in the future there is some changes, you might not able to cope with it. So always check, and then also have the talk with your line manager or your bosses, what they see, what are the changes that will coming through next year or the next coming 5 to 10 years. So always have a talk on that, because during the 2 years pandemic, I know that we all have struggles, especially accountancy professional. Why I say so, some of the firms, they are not using Zoom or Microsoft Teams. They didn't adopt the digital available for the firm. So that 2 years, a lot of people are struggling. Same goes to those smaller firms. They don't even use Zoom or Microsoft Teams at all. And they normally, yeah, we still have that. Mr. Koh, we host one of the session and asking about the SMPs, and it happens. And that's why during the 2 years, especially, yeah, yes, correct. So during the 2 years of pandemic, luckily most of them slowly are on board for that. And Zoom is quite convenient for most of the SMP that I know of. So we still have firms that are not adopting. So something that we can't change, maybe they are looking, their size is maybe less than 10, maybe 10 staff. So this is one of the reasons we still have that kind of firms available in Malaysia. So hopefully, because what I say, so if let's say those firms willing to adopt digital transformation, that it will be good for the newer generation to join your firm. So this is something that you all should be proud, because KTP has adopted Zoom as well for the platform for you all to use. So it's easy for you to communicate with your internal staff and also external stakeholders. Same goes to, like me, is an external stakeholder for you all, because ACCA is not working with Mr. Koh, but is able to have collaboration through virtually via Zoom platform. So this is something that you need to see, there is a certain change that need in the profession. So without further ado, I would like to share about what are the benefits on gaining the ACCA membership. So for the first thing here, you can see that definitely you can access to our research and insight, because we have the professional insights available for members, students, and affiliates to view it and read it. So if let's say one day you would like to talk about something relevant to audit, something relevant to tax, we have this dedicated technical column available in there. There is an insight. So if let's say you think that the whole pages of the PDF file is more than 20 or 30 pages, is too long for you, there is always a summarized version article available of each professional insight. So you all can check it out during your leisure time. And if let's say you think that the topic is very good, you can share it with your line manager, your colleagues, or share it with Mr. Koh, and then you all can have an informal session to discuss a particular topic. Because all these insight, we will collaborate with, for example, some of professional bodies, some of the big fours, to come out those kind of insights. So it's quite useful, I can say. And there is a report that I think is more useful for your firm and the staff, which is a Generation Z that report. That is a summarized version talking about the employers and also employees' perspective. So it will be good for you to understand what are the things that looking from the employee side and for the employer side. So both sides will be understand what are the needs and demands, and what are the things that you all need to have and equip yourself when you are working. So that kind of insight also we do have, and we use that quite often for the SMP sector, because we know that currently there is a lot of generation coming in and join the workforce. So this is something that we need to do some changes. And same goes to the employees. Don't always expect that the boss will treat you like the things that can spoon feed you everything. But actually, as an employee, you need to know what are the things you need to brush up, what are the skill set you need to equip with in order for you to perform well and get the best scoring at work. So don't always demand your boss pay you high, but at the same time, you didn't provide the quality. So if let's say you want to provide the quality and demand for higher pay, definitely you can talk. But if let's say you don't have the quality and you demand higher pay, then it's a very different story and very hard for you all to get that. Because we have a lot of face a lot of issue feedback from the employers. Always say that those fresh grad thought that they can get very high pay once they graduated. But in fact, you need to know that what are the skill set apart from the technical and the knowledge you have learning from your degree level or your professional qualification level, but you don't have the something called soft skill, which is, for example, you attend certain training, you get that, or based on your working experience, you gain it. So all these are the things that you need to equip with when you are working with a particular employer. So I think for the employees here, always willing to learn and ask, no wrong to ask things, and just dare to ask and speak to your boss directly what are the things that you need and need support from them, so that they know what are the things that you're lacking and they will help you to improve on that. So some of the things that are available, and also definitely you will get connected with ACCA. Once you are our approved employer, same goes to Mr. Koh, you will always receive the invitation from ACCA, and also through our networks, our panels and events. So for students, affiliate members, same goes, they have different, we have segregated to students engagement and affiliate, and also members engagement. So for Malaysia office, I'm sure that most of you all just need to update your email address to the latest one. As long as you're able to check and receive ACCA emails, then it will be good already, because everything we will contact you via email. So anything you need to get the updates or any changes about your exam, any changes about your renewal membership, or we'll just remind you through email. So make sure that you updated your email address, because we found that some of the students or members didn't give the consent for ACCA to contact you all, or didn't update the latest email address. so we unable to reach out to you all directly. So please update your personal details, your working experience, and also your contact details as well. So the ACCA always can keep in touch with you all. And on apart from that, I'm sure that for members, you all know that there is a ABBY magazine available. So now we are doing the eZine e-magazine. So everything will be available on our website. Same goes to you can download the application. There is apps available for Androids and also Apple iPhones, everything. So for professional insight, you can download the apps. Same goes to the ABBY eZine as well. If let's say you can't find it, ABBY eZine, you can find on our ACCA website. ABBY eZine is under ASEAN ANZ, which is covered not only for Malaysia, but also cover for others markets as well. So you can see more of different countries articles available for you to read out. So apart from that, with this, for us to support our members, we will help you to enhance your knowledge and skill set. So attending CBD is one of the needs, and we have our Malaysia CBDs webinars available, and also those e-learning CBDs also available on our website. So or you can just do and check it on ACCA website directly. And once you become a ACCA member, then you will need to, in order for you to get the FCCA status, like Mr. Koh, he's a FCCA. You can see some of the members on their Facebook or their LinkedIn, they put the title ACCA, some they put FCCA. There is a difference, I can say that, because for the ACCA Philo membership, they need to achieve at least after 5 years continuous membership with ACCA. Once you become ACCA member, you need to achieve 5 continuous membership. Then you will only achieve the fellowship status. So for you all to differentiate who are your senior, you can see, look at the title. There is a stated FCCA or ACCA. Okay, both are members. It's just that FCCA will be more senior. It means that they already passed the 5 years of a new ACCA member, then they become FCCA status. Okay.
Before we proceed, let me share my experience with you. So during this year, I think during the COVID, I kena COVID. I think 2 months ago, thing like that. Okay, it so happened Erica is the lovely lady that introduced me to sign up a course, substantiability. Okay, I think this is very common. So, okay, in coming days, in coming months, I'll put it this way. Okay, where everyone is talk about climate or thing like that. So as an auditor, you may think that it's nothing to do with you. No. Please. All right, my fellow members of my fellow colleagues. Okay, imagine you do audit. Okay. Imagine you do a glove company, okay, audit a glove factory, thing like that. In the post-balance sheet day, you know that it was banned by American because of worker violations, human rights violations, thing like that. It's a huge impact. In accounting terms, it's called contingent liability, thing like that. Or let's say a factory, there has a waste facility that is not approved one, okay. Either in the balance sheet date or at the balance sheet date, they cannot tangkap. Okay, what's the impact? Okay, impairment of fixed asset will be coming in, thing like that. Okay, so all ESG, we'll be talking about environmental, S is substantiability, G is governance, all these things will be. I think it's sooner or later, it's a matter of times. Okay, it will become part of parcel of our audits. Okay. Because ESG will become a new reporting standard for some of the factories or some of the players, because as demand from Europe or demand from American, they have a high standard of what you call nature or human rights, something like that. Also, please, okay. So I think ACCA did a very wonderful thing. Sorry. I've been in ACCA. This year is the first time I start up a free courses in ACCA e-platform. Okay, I think this has shown that after the COVID, everything changed really. No longer we need to attend ACCA or MIA, even MIA or MICPA physical seminars. Okay, in fact, ACCA have tons of online learnings. Okay, I run through it. Maybe after peak, I will share with you. Not only they have some good, I would say it's very good, okay, technical seminars, webinars, things like that. They also teach us share some knowledge on soft skill, how to write email, how to talk to client, how to control your emotion, thing like that. I think this is sad to say it's come too late for me. Okay, I only discovered it after the COVID. Maybe it's a blessing, put it this way. Okay, so I think after the COVID, everything changed really. No longer we need to attend physical seminars or things like that. Okay, there's a tons of online webinar. I think ACCA take this opportunity one step ahead. I would say so. Okay, so definitely I will share up my ideas, my plan for all of you. How to upgrade our skill, how to upgrade our knowledge. Okay, not necessarily we have to go through the normal physical seminars on. Nowadays, people like fast food type of seminars, fast and furious, short and fast. Okay, maybe we can attend 1 or 2 hours webinar whereby we get the main ideas or main skill set, thing like that, or mindset. I think this is wonderful. I will share with you guys after the peak, thing like that. Stay tuned for all the changes. Okay, I think even during this, when I discovered the e-platform, I will say that maybe the training method have been gone through, because every time in the past we always say that it's like teacher type, okay, teacher and student type, thing like that. Okay, so maybe I look at it, they have ACCA professional insight, okay, whereby they share some good technical knowledge. Okay, maybe you guys can go in, do a summarize, do a key takeaway, and then you can post it in your LinkedIn and then shut up your knowledge, thing like that. Take your initiative, thing like that. I think there's many ideas coming up. So please stay tuned. I will share with you guys. No longer there is a student and teacher type of sharing or learning. Okay, everything is very interactive and everything is very high impact, short or thing like that. Okay, yep. Erica, am I saying the right thing?
Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Koh, especially two ways of learning, because you might get the perspective differently, and when you read the article, you have different perspective, and same goes to your staff, because different generation, they have my different mindset and different thoughts about the particular thing. So it will be good for you all to read it. Of course, if let's say later I will share about the link. If let's say you are unable to sleep tonight because attending Erica's session with Mr. Koh this afternoon session, very hard to digest 1 hour, no worries, go to Professional Insight and read one of the article. I think within 30 minutes you will fall asleep already, and then tomorrow you can read again and then discuss with Mr. Koh if let's say you can't sleep tonight. So in order for you to get the ACCA membership, basically you can need to fulfill the 3 E's, which is exam, ethics, and experience. These 3 E's are the key for you to get the ACCA membership. Of course, everyone say that, oh, exam is, some people, you heard from your seniors, they say it's quite tough, quite difficult for you to pass. I can say that nothing is impossible. Okay, you yourself is the one who determine whether you want to go for this exam and take the professional qualification. If let's say this is a normal exam, everyone can pass, then it's not a professional qualification ACCA that holds this title, right? So ACCA holds the title, that's why that is a professional criteria that you need to fulfill, and the exam definitely is not easy. So if let's say one of your friends say that, oh, I took a particular paper, maybe in audit, I passed only after I've taken maybe 2 or 3 times or 4 or 5 times, it's very normal. Don't laugh at them, don't say anything, because you should be proud of your friend or you yourself able to pass it, because you have determined and also you completed it. Okay, so definitely nothing is easy in the life, as well as your personal as well as in your personal life and your work life as well. So same goes to exam, is you have to get through it, and then in order for you to get the membership. So apart from that, ethics module is an online.
Erica, I can share my experience with you for your information. I used 6 sitting to complete my ACCA. Okay, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I think 20 years ago, 25 years ago, ACCA paper is about 18, 1/8. Okay, I'm not saying it's the faster thing like that, because I did get some employees who complete ACCA 3 or 4 sitting and counting everything already. Those genius girl. I think
I just wonder, anyone in KTP here pass one time for each paper? Anyone? You can just say yes, just put Y or yes in the group chat. Or maybe you just so lucky pass everything in the first attempt. Anyone? If let's say got top scorer, I would like to know who you are.
Everyone nowadays youngster is very paiseh one. I feel I fail many times. I feel also few times already. Okay, all my passing mark is 50 or 51. I'm very
Enough
proud
already.
of myself.
Yes. So for those who actually feel it's fine, I can say that it's fine. And recently, I can share one of my experience with one of my employer staff in KL. The staff actually working in a tax firm, and he was taking the advanced taxation, and he attempted for 13 times. Every time is maybe lacking 1 or 2 marks only. Always like that, 13 times. And the HR contacted me, Erica, you got anything to help him and support him? We have the study resources available. Later, I will share you what are the secret recipe I share to the staff. And recently, because the exam days, exam result just released, and during the exam release date, that day he called me up. Ms Erica, I got something to show you. Okay, good news or bad news? So he said something that I need to appreciate your help and sharing the resources, the studies support resources to me, and I managed to pass this round. Finally, I say, oh, so finally you can get increment already. Yes, at least 200 better than nothing. Okay, good to know that. So it's something that I think certain things as a student, you all should need to know and use, and whatever available in ACCA, just use, because the best person you can ask also when you are working with KTP, ask your boss, your line manager who are your senior, athlete or members who completed ACCA papers, ask them any ways for you to do better for your exam. So they are the example available for you. And for ACCA, we have the available resources, free resources for you to read out and study and prepare for your exam. So just utilize whatever available. At the same time, of course, if let's say you think that you would like to go for self-study or go for tuition provider, you are always open for that, because ACCA didn't restrain you not to do that, not to do this. So it's open for you all to go for it. So the free resources, of course, is from ACCA, which is the study support resources. And another one is you are working in KTP. Always ask your senior and also Mr. Koh for any particular syllabus in the particular subject you think that you might not be able to do well, but ask them what are their experience, what are their advices that they can give you in order for you to prepare for exam. So that's why I say it's more about how you ask and be the person who asks the right question to the right person. So all the resources available around you, just use it lah. So this is something that I would like to share. And I know that here we have athletes as well and students. So just make sure that find a good buddy that you want to ask the question, and make sure the buddy, the athlete always provide you the correct information. In case anything cross-check with another one of Mr. Koh, then make sure that the information and the knowledge are tally. Okay. So nothing, no one is perfect lah, as I said. So this is something that ACCA also always have updated our syllabus, because we know that last time during Mr. Koh time is 18 papers, and previous time we have in total 13 or 14 papers, and now ACCA have 3 papers here, 6 papers under applied skills, means that total 9 papers for the applied knowledge and applied skills paper here. And now we have changes on our strategic professional papers here, become 4. Last time here got professional papers had 5 papers, and now 4 only. So you will be surprised that why my time is tougher, or my senior time is tougher. Actually, I can say that all are different, and also we always update our syllabus accordingly based on the demand, and also based on the skill set, more advanced modern skill set that need to equip in the accountants. So all this, we have a lot of changes, and always make sure that our syllabus up to date. So same goes to, for example, last time maybe your senior don't have much case studies available in their syllabus, but now we have that in this strategy professional papers here, in the strategy business leader and strategy business reporting. So there are some case scenarios, case study available in the exam. So it's something different. And also you can see that some of the papers last time you see that your senior, they always go to attend and go into the exam hall and sit and do the paper writing, everything, right? For sitting for the physical exam. But now ACCA have changed as well, because we have all go under the computer-based exam already for applied papers here. So this is something that we are keep on changing and also updating according to the needs and also demands of the market. Same goes to, you can see other professional body, they also do the same already. They have the computer-based exam already. So same goes to ACCA. So for the strategy professional papers, we replace it the previous professional level already. So you can see some of the papers are tougher. Okay, definitely tougher, because for the strategy business leader and strategy business reporting, these two papers definitely is not easy, because it requires you to do a lot of readout and also some of case studies, as well as because you currently working in KTP, you are gaining the working experience here, and you know how to tackle and have the decision making, how to do the analytic, how to think about, because you have different kind of mindset already when you're working. So it's easy for you all to tackle these two papers. For those who are full-time study, it might be a bit tough, because they don't have the experience that able to let them to think further and also answer the question nicely. I didn't say that full-time student is not good in these two papers, but I say with the experience, working experience, it will be adding advantage to yourself, because you can score better, because it requires case study, scenario thinking, business mindset, and also analytics skill. All these are required in the papers. So you will be answering differently compared to the normal students. So we are looking at all these new elements in more detail in a few slides. So there are some of the innovative changes that we made to the qualification in the last few years. As I said, the ethics module is one of it, and same goes to our papers. Okay. So you can see that just now I shared about the secret recipe to the students who fail for more than fail almost 13 times, right? And 14 times he passed it already. This is something that is going to useful for ACCA students currently pursuing ACCA or foundation level. Okay. So for these two qualifications, it's applicable in Malaysia. Okay. So for those who are taking ACCA, maybe under applied skills or knowledge or strategy professional papers level, you can check on ACCA qualification and select which exam you are going to, which subject you are going to. So check on the paper, and then you can see exam resources. I will just quickly run through your, if you got time, just read everything before you go and take the paper as a upcoming exam, because you read all this already, because I can tell you, you know roughly what are the things covered in this paper, and what are the syllabus available in here, and there are some ready modules available for you all to do and prepare for your exam and check your knowledge whether you are the well prepared to sit for the exam. So always do these things, because everything is free for you all. No need to pay anything for these exam resources here. So you can do it. And also for you to check whether you are learning effectively and also revision nicely, and you have all the knowledge that you need to equip and have before you entering for the exam hall. So everything you know, you need to practice, you need to learn. Here is a good platform for you all to test your knowledge. And also there is a question practice platform available. Last time we don't have that, and now we have that for our students already. So it will be good for you to test out the question practice room there. There's a platform.
Sorry,
so
Erica, sorry, can I stop you for a while? Can I
Yeah,
ask
can.
some question for my colleagues? Okay, SQ Chai. Is SQ Chai here?
Yes, Mr. Koh.
你有看这些东西的吗？
是啦。
你有看的吗？你刚刚读完你 ACCA， 你有看这些东西的吗？ From your smile, from your expression, meaning you don't give a shit about this, right? Or you don't know about this?
Sorry, I don't know. Sorry.
You don't know, because she always on her own one. She is a super girl, superhero. She studied on her own, okay?
Oh, self-study.
A lone wolf, okay?
No, I got teacher one.
Okay, never mind. Okay, forget about her. She is a superhero. Let me ask another girl, okay? Yu Jia is here or not? Yu Jia, please. Yu Jia.
Mr. Koh.
Yu Jia, 你知道这些东西的吗？
I take the exam many years ago.
So you don't know this. Okay, please. This is a direct answer already. Okay, please. Okay, thank you for participation. Okay, Chu Hui. Chu Hui, my audit manager. Chu Hui.
Yes,
Yes. Please answer whether you know all these things or not during your time.
I passed my ACCA long time ago, so forgot already.
Oh, see. So
Very
nowadays
good
people don't
excuses.
bother one. People don't give a shit one. You should advertise ACCA. Should advertise one. Should spend some money. All the go. 那个金矿在那边都没人去采啊，懂吗？
That's why I can understand from these three staff, right? Lim, Shi Qing, and Yuja. Three of you are paying ACCA for the annual sub fee, but you're not using ACCA resources at all.
Yeah, because
They nodding head.
it's like me, I'm paying the sub fee for Angmo people to enjoy life over there, Understand? No?
That's why I say this is the benefit available on the website, but you're not really aware about it, right? It's normal.
That's
That's
why
why,
I asked a
yeah.
few colleagues down here, and then they say none of them will say I don't know, I don't give a shit. I passed my exam many years ago. Is ACCA that good? I don't know.
Yeah, so with this kind of feedback, I think it's good for us because for our learning team and education team side here, right? What we do now is also create because apart from day learning and study with the learning providers, the tuition providers, I know that you rely on your tuition providers, the short notes, everything, right? Because that is the accent, the chicken accent, that is the ACCA accent for you all to prepare for your exam. After the exam, you forget whatever accent you have swallowed and memorize it, right? And then working in KTP, all learn again because you don't have the accent inside. So in case you have that, so nowadays ACCA, what we do is we have our learning teams here collaborate and working together with our learning partners here to share about the resources available in ACCA and also encourage students to use it. So something is available, and I was surprised that Suchin, you are the self-study student, you don't even use this at all. So I think you are good in memorize and learning yourself. No, you learn from Mr. Koh on this. So I think this is something for self-study. If let's say in the future have self-study, I think it would be good for you all to share with your peers or your junior, because this is something
Let me
free.
share my experience with you I think Erica, because I'm an old school uncle okay. Sometimes I go to Starbucks, buy coffee, things like that. I also see many ACCA students, they buy BBP notes or they nothing like that. Book is very new one, wow, close to exam time, they still study the note. They flip the pages, wow, one by one, wow, like 饱样子，懂吗？哇，读到这样，我饱哦，哎呦 I also don't know what to say maybe different cultures things like that yeah. Maybe the youngster nowadays study, they can memorize everything, they can remember everything. But I'm an old school uncle. Mostly I take note and then study hard, memorize things like that. They can read one time, they can remember everything. Wow,
that is the genius level. That's why I say that is a first attempt.
Yuja is genius. I still can come up many names one.
So no worries. I think you all will be a bit stressed, right? Because Mr. Koh is the one who appoint you all and name you all, come out and say something and then share your experience. But don't worry, I will not buy joy. It's virtual call anyway, so I can't do anything to you. And you all are wearing masks. I can't recognize your face, but you can recognize me and Mr. Koh face, of course, now. Okay. So this is the website that you all can go to. This is something I hope that you can help you all, your junior or your DD or Mei, they are going to take ACCA. Ask them to think properly first, go and check out this is the things that they need to do and study in the future. So ask them to check it. Same goes to some of the junior, if let's say they're going to take ACCA or other professional qualifications, ask them to do some research. What are the things that are able to support them when they study with a professional body? So
because my people down here, because whenever they do research, they research to Google or Facebook. So all the content will be the same one, same from social media one, which is week before I read it, and then next thing come out in KTP already.
I agree for my generation, Mr. Koh, I also rely on Google because Mr. Google is free and also easy to access. But at the same time, I think we also need to do more research because I can say that some of the information might not be accurate. So you always might need to find and do more homework on to find the original resources coming from. If let's say you are just rely on Facebook, you just rely on Instagram or rely on the news that is not accurate and not in a getting through from a proper appropriate channel, you get it and then you share it, you might sharing the wrong information. So always get yourself to familiarize which are the right channel for you to go to. And I know that nowadays Xiaohongshu is very famous for all of us here. And I think it will be good for us always to cross-check with the right channel resources available there. So I think for ACCA side, we have that. And same goes to if let's say you have you are keen to explore on other professional bodies or keen to take up other professional qualification, do some comparison on the few qualification available for you. Because even though for the fresh grad during the education fair, I always spoke to the students and the parents, hey, as a parents, you shouldn't do the homework for your son, you know, or your kids or your daughter. They are the one who going to do the homework because is it they want it? This is their career pathway, this is their future. So ask them to do the homework themselves because parents always spoon feed us. But at the same time, if let's say one day our parents get older already, are you going to spoon feed them? This is another story, right? So same goes to ours as an adult. I think as an adult, we need to do things that always check the resources correct, get the right channel, get the right information before you share it. So
Erica, sorry, Erica, don't mean to be rude to you. 你还没有生孩子是吧？你还没有孩子是吧？
还没有孩子，所以我会很小心啊。
Too early to talk about this, okay? Please, okay?
Spoon
When you
feed is
got
not a
kids
right
already,
thing.
different story, okay? You will spoon feed, you will pamper, alright? You just got one staff, new recruit, and then after 1 month, he told us that, I think I studied the wrong industry. I should not study accountancy. I think, thing like
We
that,
can
okay?
consider to do others.
One become married, one you have got kids, a different story already. Now you only talk about theory, okay?
Well, it's about theory is one thing, but I think it's more on the experience that I got from the parents as well, because especially the nowadays most of the younger generation, the millennials, I didn't pinpoint you all, I just say some of them, okay, might have a different mindset. The things that the education background, the family background will be different, and because of everything is now technology and might change their mindset as well. So no right or wrong, it's just that you need to do some of the things that you need to consider. What are the things that you can do in the upcoming 5 to 10 years or your future? What are the things that are available for you? So same goes to you, because currently you're working in KTP here. So you need to think about your career pathway, career growth available in KTP, and speak to your line manager what are the things you need to have. So if let's say you think that you enter to a wrong industry, then my next question is to you. What are the things you plan to change? What can you change? How you want to change? And also what you can do. So this is some questions that have to pop up. So for the parent side, I always say that, okay, Papa, Mama, feel it's very normal because I say professional qualification is very tough. It's not easy. If let's say so easy, everyone outside is ACCA members already. So this is something that I always honest to tell our students and athletes, and same goes to the parent side. Because I know that the parents always is the one who say, oh, holding a professional qualification, very good. You can have the job, everything. But you yourself is the one who's going to study. So if let's say you think that it's suitable for you and you want to have this career, then you can go ahead. So no right or wrong. It's just that once you have that, it will be a backup. So I give an example. I'm a law graduate, but end up I'm ACCA. So I didn't pursue my law career, and I'm doing something is different. But with the knowledge I have, the skills that I learned during my degree, everything, it also can change myself and my mindset differently. So something that you don't think that you study certain thing and it's too late to change already, it's not. So we do have some of the doctor, lawyer, even engineering background come and study ACCA. So I'm not surprised that if let's say one day you think that you want to do some changes to your careers or your future, it's normal, because everything, as long as you're willing to learn and would like to enhance yourself, go ahead. So I think, hope I answer your question now, Mr. Koh, as a father, yeah? Because don't stop them. They want to go and try, just go and try. Yeah. So as I go back to here, so for the EPSM, the Ethics and Professional Skills module here, as I say, there is some changes because on 31st October 2017, ACCA have actually launched the new ethics professional skills module, and the module you can access it through your My ACCA account. And for the students and affiliates, okay, these modules actually have 10 units, yeah, and it will last approximately 15 hours. But we say, according to our report, it's saying 15 hours. I can tell you all, I did this, I completed this EPSM, I spent more than 3 days on and off. I look at it, very boring, and then I come out again, do halfway, and then I come back. So I spent 3 days to complete it. And the topics covered including communication skill, commercial innovation analysis, evaluation skills. Is more on the soft skill trainings, and it's not compulsory that you say that you must score how many marks in order for you to complete. There is no right or wrong answer, but you need to answer it accordingly and complete it. And for the students and affiliate, you need to pay £76 for you to complete this ethics module. It's a compulsory. And for the members, I would like to share a good news for members, existing members or senior members here. If let's say you haven't do this EPSM at all, and you would like to try it, you can access it for free. Okay, members is for free, and you can gain your CBD here. So there is a maximum CBD units you can claim from this EPSM. So it's good for you all to give a try for this. Okay, EPSM, you can just check on ACCA CBD there. There is an EPSM alert for the.
What is it all about? Is it on?
It's an online module. It's an online e-learning module. So if you have the modules consist like communication skill, commercial analytics, and then ask you how to solve the particular problem. If let's say you are as an auditor of the firm, what you need to do. So you need to do accordingly. So this is something
interesting. Maybe we can look in it. Yuja, remember?
Have you done it?
2 years ago, I asked you how to do a logical thinking. 还记得吗 ？How to do a logical thinking 还记得吗？
想一下。
想一下，你做出来，然后我看了30秒，我就丢进垃圾桶了，那所以我这次我应该要我们再做一下怎样去 think logically，OK？Logical thinking or logical writing，OK？
So with this EPSM, I think it will be useful for you all. And also, I just want to share a good news to you all. For those who haven't do it yet, especially those who register for the module from 7 April 2021, which is last year, April 7 onwards. Okay, you register this and you haven't completed it. Just for your info, ACCA added a new module, a new component there in the module 8 there, unit 8 of the module. So that is a peer assessment component. I know that your boss always say that, your peers pressure make you think differently. They ask you to leave the company, this and that. But actually, you are the one who do the judgment. You are the one to analyze and what are the things that you need to do and judge the thing accordingly. But because of the peer pressure, it might affect you, your mindset, your decision making. So ACCA has actually included this new module, add it in the Unit 8 module there. So there is a peer assessment component there. For those who completed before that, then too bad, like EPSM, you registered and completed already, there's nothing we can do for you because this is a new component added from 7 April 2021 onwards. So for those who are new, haven't completed yet, you will have the peer assessment component as well for you to assess. So for those who actually completed the previous one, because EPSM is launched in October 2017, right? So those who completed previously, like PM, I'm sure that you all have heard it before, the PM, or you all call it PAM, or the professional ethics module, the OPM. So you don't need to do the new ethics modules. Yes, it's an option for you, but I will encourage you all, if let's say you haven't get your ACCA membership, go and do it. Or you can just get your membership already, do the EPSM for free. So this is an option. I will encourage you all to do this so that you can do your assessment analysis, also how to do a decision making when you are at work. So all these are covered in the module here. So since for members it's free, then it will be good for members to try it out and also gain your CPD hours here. Okay, so for members, just take note on this, and then for the students affiliate, try your best to do it, and there is no time limitation, say how many hours you need to complete, or how many days or specific date once you register and pay for it, how many days you need to complete it. No specific time frame and no restriction at all, so you can do it during your leisure time. So for myself, I spent 3 days on and off. So one day I roughly, because got 10 modules, one day I roughly complete 3 to 4 modules. So I spend 3 days, take my own sweet time to do it. So once you completed half and then you want to close it, after that, once you log in back, right, it will appear to the last page that you actually completed that. So no worries, all will be recorded. Okay. And then for the PR, now is the main part here. Okay, is KTP is ACCA Approved Employer, as I say, yes. So the PR part for the practical experience requirement, some of your corporate or PR, okay, it's up to you how you want to name it, but it's just PR, okay, which maintains actually what we need you to do is very important. This is a fundamental part for you to apply for the membership, and also one of the main experience, the E, one of the E that in order for you to get ACCA membership. So for students, athlete, you need to gain your knowledge, your skill set, your tools that shows that you are actually developed through, apart from your exam, and now you are moving into the practice in the workplace. So working in KTP, how you want to get your working experience to be approved, and how you make sure that your work and your task is relevant and you can get the experience counted and you completed the relevant performance objective in order for you to become an ACCA member. All this I will cover in short. So here you can see there is a 36 months that I mentioned, which is a 3 years working experience, and the performance objective that you need to complete with 9 performance objective. So what are the things actually you need to look at? So for the 36 months working experience, right, you must make sure that you are working in a relevant account or finance or tax or audit role. Okay, as long as it's a professional relevance to your working experience, and also you gain the experience there, all these working experience are counted. Okay, so if let's say one day you are doing tax, one day you are doing audit, maybe first or 2 years you are working under KTP and Co. Mainly I cover for the audit works, everything, right? And then last year, all of a sudden you tell Mr. Koh, I want to work under tax. I want to try something that is different. I want to work under tax department. Is it possible? And if let's say he say, yes, you can try and do that. Why not? So if let's say you got 2 experience separately, maybe the first 2 years is under audit, the 3rd year is under tax, all these experience are counted, okay? So if let's say you are working as an internship, for example, yeah, internship, part-time, freelance, you hold multiple roles. This is a very superwoman, superhero type. If let's say you hold multiple roles, or maybe partially relevant roles, or you have working experience before you join ACCA, means that before joining ACCA means that you are not ACCA student yet or ACCA athlete at all, but you have the relevant working experience. All these are counted. So don't think that it's waste. As long as it's relevant to accounting, finance, audit, tax, all those are relevant. So if let's say in the future you get the chance to do insolvency, forensic, all those are relevant, all the experience are counted. So you will not waste it. Just make sure that your previous boss, make sure that if let's say one day you want to get your boss to sign off for you, make sure that they are in a good mood, and also you are always perform well. That's why I always say, do it during a one-to-one performance review and speak to your boss. Speak to your boss directly, and then, okay, today my boss is okay, and then evaluate and review my working experience, everything okay. Then you talk about it and ask them to sign off for your working experience. So how you want to see whether how many hours, how many months, how many performance objectives you need to complete in order for you to get the membership. So this is the PR dashboard, which is when you log into your My ACCA account, there is a My Experience record. Click in there, you will able to see your dashboard already. Every student's affiliate, you will have the dashboard. So for the working experience, you just key in your employment details in general. For a performance objective, don't do anything, okay? Don't do anything on this part, because you can just fill out a form to get the exemption. But you need to get your line manager, who is a PS. Later, I will explain what is the practical experience supervisor, who can sign off for you, who can be the one nominated as the PS in KTP. So I will explain to you all shortly. So this is to show you how many months you need to achieve. In total, it's 36 months, okay? If let's say you're so gung-ho, 3 years already, you still want to continue, gain your experience, don't want to apply for membership, you can still continue key in here under employment details. But definitely you are paying for the long-term long-term affiliate membership fee, same goes to the new members annual sub fee. So it's not worth it. So as long as you can gain your experience, 3 years completed, apply for membership, because once you apply as a member, then whatever benefit is enjoyed by the member, you will able to entitle as well. If let's say you're still under the long-term affiliate, you will not get the benefit and you always stuck here. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Erica, I think, can I stop you for a while? Let me talk to my HR, let me talk to my manager. Okay, now, Chu Hui, Ms. Ng, now I only sign the, what they call the experience logbook before they leave, right? Before they leave KTP, right? Okay, so please change this procedure, okay? We do it either annually or after the peak, thing like that, okay? So that we can have a dashboard rather than every time before they leave me, they will pass me a report to sign, scared me, I don't sign for them, thing like that, okay? Please, okay? Since we are approved employer for many years already, I think we should up level ourselves, okay? All right, Ms. Ng.
I think it will
Please,
be good lah.
please do it, Chu Hui, Punita, thing like that, please, our manager, okay? Please do it during the annual appraisal, thing like that. Even every month we appraisal, thing like that, right? We should do it rather than wait until before the moment they resign, they thumb me and they hand me a stack of documents, ask me to sign all these things. Scared me, I don't sign for them, okay?
I think it's normal. So I think I need to add on here for Mr. Koh. For you all, especially for the staff here who are ACCA student or affiliate, please don't wait until last minute, only ask your boss to sign off for you.
Yeah,
you know that you are
yes,
the one who working with the employer.
All the thing is template one, and then they expect me to remember everything for 36 months, 3 years ago. How I know, bloody hell, okay?
Yeah, so I think every year once is enough, because for you to sign off for the performance objective, if let's say you're totally fresh, so you just started working with KTP for 1 year only, maybe you are aiming at least 2 to 3 or 4 performance objective completed. So you just take on the form. Later I will advise you how to take already, and speak to Mr. Koh or your line manager how to sign off for that. So they will sign, and then they will review based on your experience there and the performance, they can sign off for you. If let's say just one day, I just preempt everyone here, one day last minute you want to leave the company and you didn't perform well and you want to leave it, okay lah boss, I want to MIA tomorrow already, and now you please sign for me. For example, worst come to worst scenario, I just give an example, it happens. So boss, sign for me, I want to apply for my membership. You think that your boss will do that for you? I can say that.
Yes, definitely I will sign for them one, but I will tell them outside now, okay? Okay.
Mr. Koh is kind enough, I can tell you all, it might not happen in other firms and also bigger companies, because your performance is not on par. And in order for me to evaluate your performance, everything, and your working experience, I might able to sign up for your working experience with KTP. But for your performance objective, because your performance is not on par and it's not performing very well, my evaluation to you might not be that good. So I have the option not to sign up for you. And when you come to ACCA and complain, oh, the boss not willing to sign up for me, you know what? First question we will ask you back, how's your performance there? Have you left the company in good faith or anything, what you did to the company? So once they complain already, we will just say that, okay, this is fully at the discretion of the employer to sign up for you. So if let's say your performance is not good and you didn't do well, then employer have the option not to sign up for your performance objective. So for the working experience, definitely you can get your line manager, your HR to sign up for you.
Okay, I'm going to sign for them, okay? Let the society
nice.
teach them the lesson, okay? I've done my part already. 让那个社会教训他们 ，OK？
So 你要做庸才是人才，这个是取决于你自己啦哈。Okay, so I think it will be better always, because I can tell you in this world in Malaysia this circle is very small all accountants might know each other one, and the bosses know each other also. So if let's say one day so happen you from Johor come to KL, apparently your news know by me or somewhere else, and the bosses know Mr. Koh. This is how the world is so small is, and then apparently the bosses talking about you also do know. So never do that. I always advise our students, never do that to your boss. Nice line, nice, treat your boss nice, happy every day.
No, don't
Okay,
worry.
that's it.
No, every time accountant call me, thing like that, I say I cannot remember. I'm getting old already. Most of the day I play golf, or most of the day I won't be in the office. Okay, please
This is
ask my
sounds
manager.
like Miss Lim answer. I forget already. Very
Then I
many
never
years
give
back.
comment on any incoming, outgoing stuff. One, okay.
Yeah, so this is something that is usual. So I will not encourage you all to do that lah. Make sure you live in a good faith. So in order for you to record your working experience, don't wait until last minute to do it. So record your working experience under the PER dashboard here, okay? And then your job title, everything, and then how many hours you work per day. Remove the lunch hour, 1 hour of lunch hour. If let's say you're working 8 hours, then 8 times 5 would be 40. If let's say 7 hours times 5 would be 35. So if let's say your role is 100% relevant, for example, you are just doing audit work only, then you just put 100%. Working with a ACCA Approved Employer, you just here need to change yes, okay? Audit role, if let's say you are working under audit role, you just put yes. For lecturing role, just in case anyone here so gung-ho want to be a lecturer as a part-time, okay, as a part-timer, be a lecturer, you can claim up to 1 year experience only. Up to 1 year, yeah. So more than 1 year, sorry, too bad, you can't claim already because ACCA only counted 1 year lecturer experience because we must have to make sure that our students and athletes gain the practice experience in the profession. So make sure that you always have that, and then so that you know what to record here. And then for the practical experience supervisor, the PS, as I mentioned earlier, who can sign up for you for your working experience, who can sign up for your performance objective, also very important. So these are the person you better don't talk to, okay? And make sure that your boss remember you and you remember your boss, and make sure that your whatever you do, your hard work, everything recognized by the person. So you need to first thing identify your performance objective to target. Make sure that you target the relevant performance objective you need to achieve, and then do it accordingly, and also make sure that the tasks are relevant to the performance objective as well, so that you can fulfill accordingly. And then plan your experience, your work tasks, areas of development. When you have the one-to-one appraisal with your boss, just make sure that they can identify and then what are the areas you need to improve on. So normally I will advise you all to make sure that have a one-to-one chat during your appraisal time. Same goes to this part performance objective and experience record here. So if they will evaluate your progress and offer you feedback. So just take in and then do some changes. What are the things that you need to improve on? And for them, the PS, what they need to do is will help the trainees to sign off their PR, okay? So here, who can be the supervisor, right? You must know that for performance objective, signing off the performance objective must be a qualified accountant, recognized by law, which is recognized in our country is MIA, for example, or a member of an IFAC body. So for ACCA member, MIA member, other professional body, for example, MECPA, CPA, all those, they can sign off for your performance objective. But make sure that your firm, okay, the first person you can go to is Mr. Koh. If let's say Mr. Koh is not free and then got other members in your team or in your department, he or she can sign up for you. But make sure that the person know that your work task, what you are doing, your performance are relevant. You don't simply from tax firm and then you go to audit department and ask the audit department manager, hey, you are the MIA member or ACCA member, sign up for my performance objective. Sorry, we are not allowed to do that because by right, you should be the one ask your line manager who is under the IFAC body, the member or qualified accountant to sign up for you. So if let's say Mr. Koh is currently holding these two companies, he or she, Mr. Koh, he know that what is your performance, how you do things, everything, he can sign for both firms, definitely. So anything goes wrong, don't go last minute to Mr. Koh, sign up for me for my performance objective. Every year you can do it. Why I say so later, I will explain to you. You can submit the form. In case you lose the form, you submit to ACCA. ACCA will keep a record and update in our system. So no worries about that. And then non-qualified line manager, who are the non-qualified line manager? For example, your line manager might not be a qualified accountant or HR manager who are not a qualified accountant. They can only sign off your time, which is your working experience, your employment date, employment years with the company. So they can sign off for your working hours only, okay? So for those trainees, you would like to have nominate more than 2 person, you can do that. For example, you want to Mr. Koh to sign off for your performance objective and you want the HR to sign off for your time, you can do that. Or one person, better find one person who is able to sign off both sides to sign off the form for you. It will be easier. Okay.
So let's say there's a scenario like this, okay? The ACCA student working in another department under this company, okay? But the immediate superior is not under me. Immediate superior or immediate boss is not an MIA member or ACCA member. Can I sign for her?
You can sign as long as they both are working under KTP.
No, they are not under KTP. They are under related company like my associate company. No.
Cannot. So it's not allowed to do that because ACCA will only recognize those who are fall under the KTP, the two registered company. So the rest we are not allowed to do that.
So just imagine those working in the management firm. How?
So for the management firm, you can just apply for the AE status and then you can sign up for them already. Because it's that their management skills, everything, they might helping you in terms of the accounting management, financial reporting, all those, right? All the relevant experience are counted. It's just that you need to get the firm to apply for AE status only.
Okay.
Because I know that KTP have groups of companies, right? So it will be good for you to add in them, apply for the status as well. So no worries, as long as the company get the status already, then you all also get the working experience, sign off everything under the PR. So as long as Mr. Koh applied and get the status, is fine already. So for the performance objective, mainly here, you can see that you need to complete the essential 5 performance objective. Is a compulsory here. So, sorry. For the first 2 years, normally you were able to achieve here already, 1 to 5. So for the interns one, Mr. Koh, it depends on you. How many essential for the first year you want to sign up for them? If let's say they only internship with you, maybe 6 months or 3 months, you can choose maybe 1 to 2 or 3 performance objectives. You can sign up for them, not all lah. So you can evaluate them year by year basis accordingly. This is the 5 essential is compulsory for them to fulfill because we want to mention that here we need to ensure that all the trainees are placed emphasis on the professionalism, about their ethics, stakeholder relationship management, strategy and innovation, governance and leadership. All this is the basic that they need to equip with and for them to achieve.
So,
and when
sorry for interrupt again, okay? For those intern in our company KTP, okay, please take note about this because in the past we don't sign for intern ones, but it seems like intern I can sign for them, thing like that. Okay, please discuss with Chiu Hui after the peak, after July, thing like that, and then after or Miss okay.
So only the few, maybe if it's 1 to 5, yeah, internship maybe 3 months only, then maybe you can get 1 or 2 sign off only. Okay. So for technical side, it's more for the students and also affiliate for you all to determine. So if let's say, for example, you're currently focusing on audit and assurance performance objective here. So 18, 19, 20, you can fulfill already. But you need 1 more because just now the 5, right? 5 plus 3 here only 8. Okay, 8 only. But you need 1 more. If let's say the 1 more here, you can pick 1 of it from this column here, is fine already. So if let's say you have business advisory or data analysis and decision support, you can pick 1 of it already. Okay, same goes to taxation. And then for management side, for the management company, once you apply for the approved employer status already, Mr. Koh, then you can check on these few columns, is it relevant to them for their task? Then they can get the performance objective exempted also. So these are the things. So when you're gaining your experience with an approved employer, what are the things you need to do is just complete and working with the approved employer and then gain your working experience there and record your employment details. As I mentioned, that record the employment details under the PR dashboard that just now I mentioned and show you all the dashboard. Just record there. Record only, don't need to get an online sign off anything. Just record you do. Okay, this is the details that you need to put in.
No, sorry, Erica, because can you show the form thing like that? Because every time I sign, because
yes, I will share. Yes. So for I go back to here first. For this dashboard, just put in your details here. You don't need to get the sign off is fine because the sign off here will be fall under the form here, which is this is the PR confirmation form that you need to get Mr. Koh or your line manager who is a PS to sign off for you. So
Right.
for
So this
this
is the
part,
form
right?
every time I sign before
They left.
my people leave me, okay? They very kanchiong one, very wow.
Yes, correct. This is a very important form for them to fill up. So as if let's say you plan to do every year annually, once a year, for them to get the sign off for interns, for example, for interns, yeah, I give an example. You need to fill up your details here. Employer number is just now the slide I show you all. If let's say you do know, go to ACCA Approved Employer directory and check on that. Okay, and then here for the first column, if let's say you just directly go to Mr. Koh, he can sign your working experience and your performance objective here, that is fine already. If let's say so happen, you're very scared of Mr. Koh, dare not to ask him to do the sign off, okay, because you're very scared of him, then you want to look for the HR. HR can fill up this column, the first column here, okay, to fill out their details, but they don't have any professional ACCA registration number, MIA member, so they don't need to fill out this second column. They can just put their title is under HR manager, and then relationship to the trainees, then sign off. They have to put the signature here. For Mr. Koh, still, if let's say you're very scared and then not to ask, you still have to ask, because the second part, he also need to fill out his details here, or your line manager who is a qualified accountant need to fill out the details here and sign here. For the person, second person who is the PS can sign up for a performance objective, right? Must put the signature here. Okay, so the 5 compulsory you completed, okay, you put a small tick here, small tick here, small tick here. Ask your qualified accountant that is under IFAC body, the PES, to sign up the 5 first element, five elements here, performance objective, and then another remaining 4 performance objective you can sign, that is the one that you completed. So you can take a small tick here and then ask the boss to sign for you and put the latest date. If let's say if today you sign, today you put the date. And the final one here, who is the one who's going to sign, right? It's not you, it's still your boss, okay? So the same person who signed for a performance objective, you need to sign here as well, okay? The last part here, and put the date as well. If let's say today going to sign, the final date also today. So is it clear for you, Mr. Koh?
Yep.
And the HR side. So for HR side, you can put in your details to confirm on their employment date, everything in this form. So for the trainees, you all just need to update your PR dashboard and then complete this form and submit to ACCA. This form, if let's say every year you also want to submit 1 paper to us, you can do that, okay? Because I know that you will miss and know where you throw this paper after you have the one-to-one review with your boss, and then you want to get updated in the PR dashboard, right, on ACCA side here. You just send it to us, and then our team will update it on the system, and then you will able to see from your PR dashboard how many performance objectives you are exempted. It's not completed, it's exempted, means that you have completed an exemption given by the employer, okay? So this part, as I mentioned, the organization name and the employer number is very important. So if let's say you don't have that, never mind, go to ACCA Approved Employer directory, check on KTP site, and then you can see here already. Okay, fill out accordingly. And then here is the one that leave it blank, ask your boss to sign it. And here, so as I mentioned, every year, if let's say you plan to do it every year, then so lucky that your line manager or your the qualified PS under your department change person already. Okay, then you will need to fill out a new form. So if let's say this year you have 1 boss, next year you got another boss, maybe, okay, for example, I give a scenario. This year you are working audit department, next year you are working under tax department. Every year you also have different things to do, so you need to submit 2 forms. Okay, so one is under audit, another one is under tax, for example, or maybe in the future you will work under management, and then you will third one will fall under the management side. Okay, so everyone have to take note that as long as you have change in supervisor, then you need to fill out a new form and get the sign off. Okay, so what you need to do now is just complete your working experience with KTP and then get your sign off for your performance objective, and also record your working experience in my experience report, record there, which is the PR dashboard there, PR dashboard. So updated, then it's fine already. Once you completed all this, which is exam, experience, and the ethics, then it's time for you to apply for the membership. So as long as you fulfill these three already, then you can apply for membership. In order for you to apply for membership, right, once you submitted your form, then there is a button for you to click on, click it, apply for membership via my ACCA account there. So if let's say you try to find on the website, but you couldn't once you log into your my ACCA, you couldn't find the button where to apply for membership, never mind. Go to ACCA website, download the members admission declaration form, which is the MA form. Under the members tab there is the administration form. MA form there, make sure you download the latest one, which is, if let's say this year is 2022, you download 2022 that form, and then just fill out already, send an email to ACCA. Which email to send later, I will also inform you all where to send to. Then once you send it already, it will take around 2 to 3 weeks for them to process your application, check on your 3Es, make sure that you completed, and then they will process your membership, which is check that whether you qualify to apply for member. Once yes, then they will just process your membership, and you need to pay for the admission to membership fee, which is means that you need to admit as a member, you need to pay a one-off admission to membership fee. And then for the new member, I'm sure that you will ask me when I need to start to record my CBD. Okay, so as long as you are a new member, you need to start recording your CBD from 1st January onwards. Okay, so once you become an ACCA member, for example, now you are ACCA member. This month already end of July. Next month, 1st August, so gung ho, you completed everything, your 3 years already. You want to get the sign off from Mr. Koh. Once you sign up already, and then you submit everything, submit the PR form, submit the MA declaration form, apply for a membership, and ACCA process your application within 2 to 3 weeks, and you become ACCA member in August. Are you required to submit this year's CPD hours and the evidence, everything to fulfill? No, you only start and need to fulfill your CPD hours, which is next year, 1st January onwards. So always bear in mind, okay? And then for your admission to membership fee, you need to pay this year, because this is different with the annual sub fee. So the admission to membership fee is a one-off fee that you need to pay in order for you to convert as a member. Okay? So for the CBD part, because KTP and Co is under apply for the professional development stream as well. So for the members, just take note that when you declare for your CBDs every year under ACCA, select under ACCA Approved Employer route here, because when you are so lucky, one day you are so lucky, for example, just ask Mr. Koh first. Mr. Koh, have you been audited by ACCA for your CBD evidence? No, no at all. So any members here have experience, maybe you can put a note here in the chat box there. If let's say you are so lucky, let me know. Because it depends on luck, and also once you being audited once by ACCA, right, there is a chance that you may get second time of audit. So just take note on this, and then if let's say your friend is so lucky, then you can just say you can go and buy TOEFL already. Because it's very hard for you being picked by ACCA to audit your evidence, very less lah. But we do have the audit in place every year, audit review for your evidence. So for you all, if let's say, for example, next year, or maybe next year, you are required to submit this year's CBD units, everything to ACCA. And what are the benefits when you're working with KTP and Co? Because I'm sure that Mr. Koh do provide in-house training and also external trainings that you need to fulfill for your CPD. And also you all also attend MIA or ACCA or other professional bodies for those seminars and training. All those are counted for your CPD. So you are so lucky being picked by ACCA, we need to audit you. And you are now working with KTP and Co. So what you need to do is just ask the HR to issue a letter, mention that you are currently employed by KTP and Co. And then what are the trainings that you attended in 2022? Okay, in 2022, what are the trainings? Just a list of training. And then send the letter and the training list to ACCA, we do it. You don't need to submit all the certificate of attendance or the receipt or the details of the seminar. You don't need to. As long as you have the letter and also the list of training is sufficient already. So
okay.
This is the benefit.
Can I confirm, because we do have an in-house training thing like that, because we do have I have a habit that whoever attends seminars, external seminars, they should come back and then teach us, sharing the knowledge, thing like that, 1 or 2 hours. So is it count as what they call training?
Yes, it's fine because as long as they attended already and then they want to do an in-house training, it's also fine. It is also fine as long as relevant to the work. All these CBD units are counted. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's an in-house training, it's fine. Yep.
Okay.
So for ACCA resources, just to update, it's not selling you all or cross-selling or do any marketing. It's just sharing with you all. So no pressure on this. For the ACCA learning, this is the e-learning that just now Mr. Koh have shared also. This is the e-learning that actually ACCA have designed it and curated portfolio for us to make sure that our members, our future members, or our employers, or any finance professionals would like to get the e-learnings. This is the thing, ACCA learning. And then to enhance yourself, your knowledge, your employability, this is how we develop you all. So if let's say, for example, certificate in data analytics, like Mr. Koh have done the certificate in sustainability in finance, that one all are additional certificate available. So it's open for members and non-ACCA professionals or even HR or even non-finance background people to do. So if let's say you think that you would like to study something that is relevant to data analytics, for myself, I completed the cert DA. I scored around 90 plus for the marks. So it is a bit tough and I need to do some of the homework on Google and study some of the things. So I think it would be good for you all because at least you know how the things work and also enhance your knowledge and your skill set there. So definitely you need to pay for that. So there is some of the e-learning available on ACCA Learning and CBD resources available. And for ACCA qualification, apart from ACCA qualification itself, we have other certification available for the members and our employers as well. So you can check it. And for members, definitely will enjoy a special rate under the ACCA members. And for employers, if let's say you would like to purchase more than a certain amount, then you can discuss with us and then we will help you to get a better rate for that. Okay. So for ACCA Study Support, as I mentioned earlier, there is a study support resources available. And for ACCA Malaysia website, we have ACCA Lyceum, which is recorded video. We are partnered with our learning provider, learning provider to come up with a certain video, short video on a particular papers. So ACCA Lyceum there on our Facebook page, you can just play the video and check on the papers that are available there because it's not all papers, all the subject will be covered. Only particular papers, for example, I saw there is a strategy business leader and strategy business reporting the SBR paper, some of the short videos about the topics there. Also, you can check on that ACCA Lyceum. So I hope that it will help you all. And ACCA Professional Insight, as I mentioned earlier, you can just do it and study during your leisure time. Cannot fall asleep, then go and enhance 1 hour and then just read something or 30 minutes, read on a certain article and share it with your peers and your colleagues here. And ACCA magazine, ACCA Link Easing is for employers. It's more for HR, how to, what are the issues affecting the accountancy industry. The employer Easing, I think it will be good for HR and also the management side to subscribe it because it's free. So you will receive an email from ACCA every month to get the updates. What are the things that we're talking about? What are the latest article? So all these are free except the ACCA Learning and CBD. Some of the courses are required you all to pay. So hope that I cover.
Because all the courses, online courses are quoted in pound, okay? And our ringgit Malaysia is getting weak and weak. Become, I think sooner or later it become banana note, right? So any
good question, Mr. Koh. I can answer your question directly already here. I'm sure that my boss also here, Michelle. Actually, for ACCA side, you can see that all our exam fees, our annual sub fee, and also membership fee, and ACCA courses, CBD courses, and also learnings, right? Certification, everything in pounds. Yep. So there is no local currency. Last time, we used to help our students, members. We still receive last time, 10 years ago, we received bank draft. We help them to courier it to UK and process the payment. Now everything centralized and all payment directly to UK. So it said Malaysia, we don't take any single money from you all. So all back to UK. So everything also paid in GBP, which is pounds. So there is no local currency. We tried to fight it before. Actually, we tried to ask about it, but apparently there is a no. and also everything will pay directly to UK lah. So nothing we can do from our side. But hopefully when you're as a member or students or affiliate, I'm sure that every year you receive your members satisfaction survey. Please do it and raise out what are the things that you are looking forward to have in ACCA, because that will help us definitely in the local office, our colleagues here, to shape and do something that is more suitable and designed that help us to maintain the relationship with you all and do something better that can bring benefit to our members, our future members. Because for us, we just feedback accordingly. But for ACCA UK side, they are more looking at the survey that you all fill up and also what are the things that you all want to have in Malaysia here. So please do your honest satisfaction level survey there. It's very important because I can say that nowadays we do everything virtual, everything e-learning, but we still have a pool of people are still prefer physical event, physical trainings. So if let's say that is something needs in the market, then it will be good for you all as a member or future members to feedback so that we at least we still can do something more for you all lah.
Let me share with you. I hate physical meeting. Okay, physical meeting 10:30 to 11, 45-minute tea break. Makan time, lunch time, 12:30 to 2 o'clock, lunch time. 3:30 to 4, at 3:15 to 4, another tea break. Okay, it is very much like Lao Ren Yan. Okay, certain time you have to go out and makan already.
That's why it depends individual. We still have for Malaysia, I know that it's 50-50 because most of the employers, if let's say they have all this platform ready already, right, and get used to the hybrid working, like you can use virtually, do most of the thing and time and cost very effectively, then this is the younger and also more following the trend and changing accordingly, those employers able to do that. For those assisting senior members,
old school.
I cannot say that. It's from you, so it's fine. So for them, they might not able to enjoy the benefit. So we have two sides of different mindset lah. So this is something that we need to hear from you. Same goes to affiliate and students. We need to see something that what you all need so that we can do it better. Okay, so just now I promised when I start when we talk about, I know that it's a peak season and almost end of July already, almost free soon, and you can ask Mr. Koh for applying annual leave already. So during your annual leave one day or maybe your weekend, don't always look at Facebook for 3 to 5 hours a day lah. Hello, at least watch something useful. YouTube is your best friend. Anyway, Google is also your best friend, isn't it? Just go and Google under ACCA. There is a well-being, mental well-being, and also what are the others well-being that is covered under ACCA. It's free. So we have Dr. Rob Young tell you how to manage your worry, how to manage your stress, all those short videos. I myself also, I watched it because it's free, and then I just, some of the points I just take note, something that I can change and do for my life, my personal. So you just take that advice and do accordingly. You will see that there is a changes in you and also your life. So I think for your, if let's say you're very stressed on your personal, your life, your study, your work, just go ahead and check it out because ACCA have done a lot of things for you all. So since it's free, just do it lah. Huh? So this is something that I think it will be help you all, especially for the work stress and the peak period and peak season, right? I know that you all have gone through a lot. Not only you.
No. Here is no stress one, very free one, very one. Okay, please don't say the word. Okay, stress. Okay, please.
Searching is laughing already.
Okay.
Searching and
I forbid you to use. Okay, please do not use these words. Okay, sensitive, ban.
Okay, so I can see from searching and you just reaction.
Please,
Roughly,
I warn you, do not use this word again. Okay.
So if let's say you are very so you have to check out ACCA Dr. Rob Young videos that you can do it. Okay, another thing is we have about something lifestyle and mental health topics available as well. So go and check it out. Don't think that don't wait until the things is growing and become serious already. You only look into it and finding solution. I know that for Google, you know what the normal question people will ask Google. 头痛要怎么办？头痛的 symptom 是什么？Shiqing is nodding the head. So I think this is very normal. I can tell you all, if let's say you are stressed, I shouldn't use the word, sorry, Mr. Koh. If let's say you are facing something is different, react to your brain, okay? Not because of your work, maybe because of your personal or your life. Go and check out all these video available. So instead of asking Google this kind of question, this is something that is available and correct channel, right resources available for you all. So go and check it out. So I hope that I can help you all because we do have some of the articles, video or podcasts from our well-being ambassador to share and tell you how to maintain your lifestyle balance, how to maintain your mental or your physical health. All these are free resources for us to support you. And for students and affiliate, if let's say you would like to communicate or maybe you would like to expand your network in a global network, you can go to our community support here. Okay, you can expand your network and then speak to the people. And then if let's say you have any exam issue, you would like to ask your senior, you can ask here. If let's say you want to ask anyone in the office, you can ask anyone here. And we have ACCA expert there as well. There is an ACCA learning community, so you can just use that platform. So for SMPs, we have a dedicated SMP platform for global networking as well. So you can check it, Mr. Koh, I will share you the link. I didn't include in my slide here. So there is a dedicated link available to connect all others SMP in the world. So we have a specific call is a practice room, and then the team is called Practice Connect. So you can connect your peers there. So we have that available. So now question time. Any question for me? Any question?
Sorry,
related?
let me ask you a few questions before I leave the room to others. Okay. First, case studies. Okay, because case study. Do you have ACC have any resources on case study? Because let me share with my point. Let's say say I asked Ssa, okay, I asked Ssa to read audit planning, international auditing standard audit planning. So she can read, she can Google and then copy and paste, become her own summary. Okay, but chances are she cannot relate to the work thing like that. She only copy and paste and then spice up a bit thing like that. So any case study where my people can learn on technical knowledge or even soft skill thing like that?
For technical knowledge, I can say that it's more on professional insight side. For copy and pasting, I can say that I can understand, as I know of, that is none, because I should put it in this way. You can see and have a reference from the bigger. Oh my god, my earphone also dropped already. Nervous. Because I have to put it very nicely. Because I understand that SMP, you all have to do some reference check and then do some case study, what happened in the industry, and then something that is going to do a summarized version in your firm, right? So for some, as I know, most of the firms, they are always checking with the Big Four website and see what are the latest case study development or particular case. So it will be good for you all to cross-check that site, because ACCA in Malaysia here, we are not the regulated national body here. So MI is the one. So MI, I'm sure that they have the information. And then some of the Big Four, they also do their own one. You can have a reference check. For ACCA side, we don't, because mainly ACCA will be based in UK. So mainly it's more curated for UK side. It's not Malaysia version. So it will be good for you all to do that. That's why we have formed the SMP group and for you all to share.
Okay.
And for ACCA here, actually, we have the practice, public practice, the committee. So some of the networks of SMPs can be part of it. So if let's say in the future you think that certain thing that you need to grow have in our practice here, or ACCA should have that, maybe you can suggest, and then we might have some of the discussion or small group of gather all the SMP to discuss a particular topic. Like for example, we have the SMP 100. This is something that we do . So like Michelle have put the Practice Connect, you can see the Practice Connect link there. So mainly I gather all the SMP to talk about a particular topic. For example, if let's say you want to talk about a technical thing or non-technical, like for example, how to retain staff. All these topics are available in the Practice Connect here. So it's not only open for members. If you are working in SMP, you are not ACCA member, but you would like to know more and have a discussion, or maybe you just want to listen the discussion, you can always join this Practice Connect team here, because it's free, and then you just dial in. And I have to emphasize first, this is not for Malaysia only, it's a global. So definitely you will see different time zone. I'm sure Mr. Koh, last time you asked me about one time
I
zone.
attended couples already. I think
Yeah.
time
So-
zone is killing me. Thing like that.
Yes, I do feedback. I do feedback to them. That's why they have two different time zone. One is more suitable for Asian market. Another one is more for the UK side, like the Euro market. So nowadays, we have lesser events recently because we have some internal changes as well. So I think I will think that upcoming few months there is more, it will be more events available for the Practice Connect side there. So once we have the specialists in SMP in place in UK side, then something will be more relevant. And also this Practice Connect, right, actually you can suggest the topic or raise up your issue and share your opinion to understand what are the things that they can do more. So I think the case study is, you are not the first one who asked me. Case study, other firms in KL also asking me the same thing. Is there anything we can cross-check and then copy-paste and then maybe tweak some of the things and then post it on our social media? I know this is an easy job, I know, but ACCA, we don't do that. So Big Four, normally they have a dedicated team to do that, as I know of. And also MIA, they have a certain release some of the things that is available in the committee. So maybe hopefully one day they can do more, because I know that like for example, our assisting one of the member who also joined the MIA SMP committee. So he also trying to do some changes in MIA as well, give some feedback as an employer and as a member. So hopefully one day, he also mentioned to me, this is the one of the things that he's looking at and suggested to them that the case study, the case reference check, they can refer, right? So that everyone can use it as general. He also said that because for other industry, they might have the dedicated portal to do the case study and the reference check already. So, but for accountancy profession still don't have yet. So everyone is doing their individual work. So hopefully in the future we can see lah, because it's more, it really feedback to the local body here. So let's see what they can do for us lah.
So my next question, am I FCCA already? Having
Yes, you are.
Is it?
Yeah, I checked already.
I also don't know.
Have you received your
Yesterday, I
certificate?
so happened to interview one candidate. She says she want to become FCCA. I say, hey, am I FCCA? I so they not say I'm FCCA. You know, I've been in ACCA for many years already.
So for fellow member, right, you will receive a FCCA certificate from ACCA. If you
Is
don't,
it? I
yes,
didn't receive anything.
yes,
Maybe
I think it's normal here in Malaysia, and a lot of members do know that you will receive a FCCA membership certificate from ACCA UK directly. So just a kind reminder for existing member, yeah. If let's say after 5 years you are paying consecutive means every first, second, third, fourth, and fifth year, the 5 years, the first 5 years, you pay your annual subsidy accordingly, no lags, pay on time, and declare your CV accordingly, then you will achieve your FCCA, and then you will receive email from ACCA, an official FCCA certificate sent from UK to you. If let's say you don't receive, please send an email to us, okay, to ACCA. Let me put in the ACCA
please check
email
for me.
address.
I don't receive it.
Okay.
I can't recall I receive anything from FCCA. My FCCA.
Then FCCA certificate, anything, or ACCA membership certificate, you don't receive it, please write an email to members@accagroup.com with your email address, because we need you to write in. Because as a ACCA staff, we cannot write on behalf, because they might say that we discuss with you and then we just ask you to send replacement. They will not rely much on us. So they need to do a verification with the member as well. So you all need to write into the members@accagroup.com, code your ACCA ID, and then ask them for the membership certificate replacement. For new members,
秋慧，你收到了吗？秋慧，你有吗？
我有哎，
你有啊？那我供你有我没有，真的很奇怪。
So that's why this is very important. If let's say you don't have, please write to us, okay? And definitely you can CC Michelle Michelle or
okay.
myself lah.
I will
think
definitely I
best
will do it. Okay.
best CC us lah. CC us under my employers at ACCA okay, CC us so we can
Okay,
help you
okay,
to check
okay.
as well. So for new members, just a kind reminder. I know that most of the new members here a bit sad these 2 years because it's a virtual membership, new member ceremony. So anyone here attended that one? Virtual membership ceremony for these 2 years? No one. So these 2 years don't have new members. Okay, hopefully.
You would rather stay at home and watch K movie, Korean movie, or China pop star movie rather than go up to KL attend those online. Please lah.
Okay, so just in case, if let's say you attended but you didn't receive your certificate, just let us know. And for those who didn't attend, it's fine. Make sure that you receive your new member certificate also, because just for your info, you will receive a package from ACCA, a box, okay, small box with the certificate and the ACCA label pin. Label pin, which is this one, the ACCA tag label pin. If let's say you don't have, please do let us know. Then we will, when we meet, or maybe you come to ACCA office here, then we will just pass it to you. Okay, so just write to us. So sad that to know that Mr. Koh, you don't have the FCCA certificate and you now already FCCA member, but you're not aware about it. Please change your title to become FCCA to show that your senior status.
No, I won't change because it costs me money to change my name card. Okay, please, I won't change.
So in order to see the person whether it's senior or not, you all know lah.
Look at my age, you know already. Almost old dying uncle already. Okay, almost 60 years old uncle. Okay.
Okay, so if let's say for the new PR form, everything you all can send to members at ACCAGlobal.com as well. So that is from my side. In general, if let's say you want to inquire about ACCA, any general inquiry, you can send it to our UK directly, info@ACCAGlobal.com, because we have our dedicated customer service team to help us, ACCA Connect. And also telephone number, this is the general hotline number in Malaysia that it's a landline number. So you will just call this toll-free number and then connect to you will require to press 1, press 2, for example. Then you just speak to the ACCA UK directly. Definitely you get the chance to speak to Angmo, that you rarely to hear Scottish accent there. So this is the chance that you listen and speak to them. So just be patient, yeah. And when you want to call them, just a kind reminder, because they are working at the UK time, so please call after Malaysia time 4 p.m. onwards. Okay, just in case you all want to call him and just listen to their voice. So if let's say you got inquiry about your exemption, your exam, or your ACCA membership, always check with them. And then anything go to online, which is ACCAGlobal.com directly. So any emails, inquiry from local, want to reach us, myself, Michelle, or my colleagues Hafiz, then you can write to my employers at ACCAGlobal.com. So your email will be.
Can you see Michelle, thing like that, so I can see her, recognize her face?
Yeah, Michelle is
Michelle in.
Yep.
Yep, I'm in. Hi, Mr. Koh.
Can you show your face?
Yeah, she's here.
Can you see me?
The cute face here.
Nice to meet you.
My lady boss.
Not boss, not boss.
Good to see you.
Hi,
Okay,
good to see everyone. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Mr. Koh, that time you was Colonel COVID. After 1 week, Michelle.
I see.
I'll make announcement.
Sorry, I spread the number up, okay?
You both.
Yeah, we are contributors. Actually, I should say we graduated with COVID. We are graduates of COVID.
So I think anyone who have questions? 事情有什么问题吗？
I want to ask, if want to become the ACCA member, after I finish all the papers and then and complete the 3-year experience, and I must complete the ethics module, right?
Yes.
And then after complete the module, I need to register to or apply to become ACCA member, or I just do nothing.
You have to apply the membership. So later you need to fill out a membership members admission declaration form and send it to ACCA.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So from your my experience record there, it will able to help you to see there is a button for you to apply for membership. Click on that will do. It will auto activate. If let's say you don't find the button, then you have to fill out the form already.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And then you have to pay lah. If let's say the admission to membership fee is not covered by the company, then you have to pay yourself.
我们有 cover 啊，秀慧我们有 cover 的吗？
我们是有啊。
我们有哦。Okay, okay. We pay.
Chin very happy already. Once it's covered, right? But Mr. Koh, you say cover, right? Wow, she very happy already.
We pay. But we definitely, I think I will ask her to sign bond for me for another 10 years, okay?
Sorry, Suching, I have to say, sorry, that you have this kind of bosses. It's good also. You look at my face expression, it's very good. But I think that's all from my side. If let's say you got any question, very shy to ask, you can always write to us via email. You don't want to show your face, it's okay. We don't recognize you because you all are wearing masks. Except myself, Michelle, and also Mr. Koh are showing our faces here. So if let's say you are very shy, just write an email to us. Or you want to speak to Angmo, then okay, please call our toll-free number and reach out to them directly.
Please,
I know.
Do not speak to Angmo, you will not understand what they are talking because they are eating banana at the same time it's talking.
Yeah, so that's all from my side lah. Thanks, Mr. Koh, for inviting myself to join you all, and also I'm glad that before anything, I still meet you all at least virtually here instead of going, because I know that we got no chance to travel to Johor recently, and definitely we are encouraging doing everything virtual. So I'm glad that Mr. Koh are so supportive towards ACCA and also our assisting FCCA member, even though he's
Please give me more Kang Power. Please give me more Kang Power. Michelle, please give me more Kang Power. Goodies, okay? I'm a poor accountant, okay? I'm a poor auditor.
Okay. The next time we are in JB, come over to visit you. Actually, many years ago when I was when we got KTP on board as an approved employer, I was working with Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like, years ago.
Talk about Arthur, he's a bit sad already.
Okay, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Let's bring you back into the fun atmosphere. So supposed to visit the office, but I think the timing was just not ngam lah. So, but anyway, now that things are a little bit more open, we are able to travel again. We will try our level best to pay you a visit, maybe meet everyone in the office, and bring you some goodies while we're at it. Yeah. So looking forward to meeting everyone in person when we have the opportunity. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. And I'm from JB also, so I really look forward for the opportunities to go
Which
home.
part JB? Which part JB town?
Not JB lah. I'm from Kulai, but my brother is in JP Perdana.
Oh, I stay in Kulai.
Oh, wow. Hi, Kulayan.
So maybe one day you all can just have a yam session if let's say Michelle just so nice back to hometown, right? Yeah.
Okay, I think anyone got questions before we call it off day, because it's almost two hours.
2 hours already.
Yeah,
I think before we end the session, it would be good. Mr. Koh, you had help us to take a group photo virtually.
How to take group photo?
I think your staff they are pro.
对，可以帮我一下吗？其他人I don't know how to Please help me to take group photo. I don't know how to take group photo.
From my side, I will just do a print screen. So please turn on your camera for those who are okay.
Adjust the hair.
Yeah, turn on your camera.
Okay.
Are they allowed to take off their mask? No, right? Because they're in an open area.
Yeah, I don't think so because all are in office. So let me take a screenshot first. Yeah, just look at the front here. Wilson, I can see already. We have 2 pages here. So let me take the first pages here. Smile. Okay. And then second page, let me see. Okay, I can see Xian Yuan, they all, Yong Chun. Yong Chun is listening to the call. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Okay, I will share it with Mr. Koh on this 2 screenshots. And then maybe if let's say anyone in front of the laptop, you want to do a screenshot also can.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks
All
for your
done.
time. Have a
Thank
nice
you,
day.
Mr. Koh. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Mr. Koh. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Same to you guys. Okay.